Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, studying hard, staying consistent, yet you're still stuck in the same place? Like success is right there, but something invisible keeps pulling you back. Let me tell you something brutally honest. It's not about how smart you are. It's not even about how hard you work. It's about one thing, and most people miss it completely. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that changed the way I see success forever. If you've ever doubted yourself or felt like giving up. So I had this friend, let's call him Alex. He was preparing for the civil services exam, and every time we talked, he seemed stuck in two mental states. One moment, he was full of self-doubt. Man, do you think I can actually clear it? You believe in me, right? You know I can do this, don't you? And the very next moment, he'd swing the other way. Doesn't matter what happens, I will clear this exam. There were three of us close friends. One of them had joined the army and become a major. I was the second, pursuing my master's while just landing a government job as a junior engineer. And then there was Alex, still preparing for the exam. As soon as I got the job, Alex called me and said, "Hey man, can I come stay with you for a year? People around me are just stressing me out. If I stay with you, I think I'll be able to prepare better." Now at that time, I wasn't planning to stay in that job long term. I was preparing for other exams myself, and I needed complete isolation, so I told him, "Look, I'm still studying too, and I really need to focus without distractions. How about you go stay with our mutual friend? He's posted in Arizona right now. I think that would be better." So Alex went to stay with our other friend. Now this friend worked all day and would come home in the evenings. One evening while they were chatting, the army friend casually joked, "You know, that civil services hat, the S in it looks a little crooked." Alex was furious. "How can you even say something like that? Do you know how much respect these officers command? They're some of the highest achievers." The army guy tried to explain, "Hey, I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way," but Alex wouldn't let it go. He was really upset. A few months passed. I had shifted to another government job by then. One day, Alex called me again. You know what he said to me? He's mocking civil service officers. "You know how important this dream is to me?" He kept talking angrily for 2, maybe 3 hours. After that, he started calling almost every other day. And during those calls, I started remembering my own exam prep days. I used to have barely 5 or 10 minutes to speak to my family. Even one call would throw off my entire momentum. I used to think, how does he have so much free time? That's when I learned about a psychological concept called luxury superiority. It's when you compare someone else's current situation with your own future self and get frustrated because your present capabilities feel superior to their current status. And that's exactly what happened to Alex. Long story short, he worked hard for 2 or 3 years, but didn't make it into the civil service. But before I dive deeper into that, let's talk about something we all know. Lack of knowledge isn't the real problem anymore. Everything, literally everything, is just one click away. You've got lectures from Sam Altman to Reid Hoffman available for free. Want to sell a product? There's a step-by-step process on YouTube. Need to test your ideas? You can do that with just a few bucks. Even if you're a student struggling with a difficult concept, there's always someone explaining it online. When I was in high school, my day looked like this. School from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Home by 3:30. Quick meal, rest, then some time playing outside. By the time I sat down to study, boom, my family was glued to soap operas, and I was wondering, what's missing? I have big ambitions, so why isn't it working? It took me years to realize what was actually missing. Belief, the bridge between knowledge and action. There are 2 belief systems that drive action. 1, the push principle, fear-driven belief. This works by scaring you into action. Back in 12th grade, I wanted to study, but I never had enough time or space. Our home had only 2 rooms for 5 people. Me, my parents, my sister, and my grandma. But when I moved to college, I started having intense self-talk. I have to make it. My dreams are too big. Even my family can't give me what I need. I need to earn it myself. I repeated this to myself for months, and every time I didn't feel like studying, one thought scared me straight. If I don't act now, my college will end and I'll be right back where I started. Dreams shattered. Most people, honestly, are driven by this kind of obsession. They're running from their past. I can't stay here. I need to grow. I want to become someone. That fear pushes them forward, but only up to a point. Eventually, it burns out. 2, the pull principle, future-driven belief. This one's rooted in a positive vision of your future. I was watching an interview with Robert, let's say, a famous actor. He said something powerful. I work for an illusion, and that illusion is the person called Robert. That Robert is the king. I'm his servant. Whatever tasks it takes to create that king, I'll do it. I work hard to build him. Same with Elon Musk. In Walter Isaacson's biography, he shares how during a rocket launch countdown, T30, T29, T28, Elon suddenly asked his chief of staff, "Do you know what kind of clothes we'll wear on Mars? How we'll build cities there? How we'll produce oxygen? What food will grow?" The guy was baffled. The rocket launches in 10 seconds. What are you talking about? But Elon wasn't distracted. He was escaping frustration. His last 2 rockets had failed, so instead of spiraling, he pulled himself into the future using vision as fuel. It's the same thinking model. Create a future version of yourself, then work to build that illusion until it becomes real. Even the whole manifestation trend is just a way of expressing this. We believe something great awaits us, and that belief fuels happiness and drive. Let's look at this graph. On one axis is belief, on the other, hard work. If your belief is positive, even intense hard work won't stress you out. You'll still feel good. If your belief is negative, even doing the same hard work will leave you miserable and frustrated. If your belief is positive but you're not doing much, you feel unfulfilled. Deep down, you know you're not taking action. And if your belief is negative and you're not working, that's the hopeless zone. You're just drifting. The only difference between success and stagnation, how strongly you believe in your future. If I told you, Tom, you can earn $100 million, and most people would laugh it off on, yeah, right. But if I said, you can earn $10,000 on, you'd probably think, that's possible, and you'd start working on it. So we need to break big dreams into small, manageable chunks and conquer them one at a time. What's the solution? Create a 3-month plan. Pick one task. Make it your absolute priority. And for those 3 months, don't consume anything else. No distractions. Most of the knowledge you need is already with you. Now it's time to act. One major problem with today's youth: smartphones. Some phones have this feature, Zen mode. Press one button and the phone locks out everything. If you can't bring yourself to press that button, then maybe you need to revisit isolation. Internalize the emotion. If I can't even do this, then maybe I'm not ready for success. Use the push principle or the pull principle. But either way, lock it down. 3 months won't change the world. You won't miss anything earth-shattering. And even if you do get more information, it won't change your life unless you act on it. Just remember, it's the formula that works, not the person. If you follow the right steps, you'll get there. If I follow them, I'll get there. If I skip them, I won't. Simple. So let's recap the core takeaways. We started with Alex's story, how he was stuck in illusions, wasted energy on useless things, and ultimately didn't clear the exam. We discussed how knowledge isn't the problem anymore. You already know what needs to be done in the next 3 months. The real game is belief and action. We explored 2 belief systems, the push principle, fear-driven, and the pull principle, future-driven. We saw how the belief hard work matrix defines your emotional state, whether you feel happy, stressed, unfulfilled, or hopeless. And finally, we understood that even with a strong belief, unless you act, nothing changes. So ask yourself, do I have a clear task for the next 3 months? If yes, then stop consuming and start doing, because eventually action is the only thing that counts. You've walked the path, you've faced the flame, each quiet step a silent claim. No need to shout, no need to show, the fire inside is all you need to grow. One more rep, one more try, brick by brick you're reaching sky. And when the world forgets your name, your actions still ignite the flame. So till we meet on this road again, keep rising strong through storm and strain, and never forget, stay calm, stay tight. The real ones rise without a fight. Stay safe, stay sharp, and yeah, bye for now, alright?